What's up, everybody? You found your way down to Matcave Gaming. Welcome to all of our members, and welcome to everyone on the replay for this month's Video Games Monthly unboxing. Good to see all of you guys here for this live stream. The live streams are dedicated to our members here at Matcave Gaming. Wonderfully titled "The Cave Dwellers," a title that has been that came up from the community. You guys embraced it, and I absolutely love that. So all the cave dwellers, these live streams are for you guys to interact here in the live chat, getting the live experience of unboxing these each month. Later on in the week, I'll have an edited version of this video that will also include some gameplay of the games that we get in these boxes each month. Now, this particular box I've been looking forward to, because last time we all got together for one of these, we made some changes on the website to determine what types of games we were going to get this month, and we decided to go with cartridge based, and we're sticking to straight up retro games. So I'm really excited to see what we get in this month's box. Let me say hello to the chat here, guys. I see Ted's Nerd World is here. What's going on, dude? Good to see you. King's Advisor says, been a while, wanted to pop in and say hi. Unfortunately, I have to head off to bed early now, so no more late nights for now. No worries, brother. Good to see you popping in here, and we will catch you on the next one. No worries at all. Ted's reaching out saying, DJ Ronnie G is here. Good to see all of you guys. I appreciate you stopping by for this members only stream. I know these ones so far right now, we don't have them quite scheduled the way we have way back Wednesday, but it all kind of depends on when these boxes show up here. So I want to try to do these as soon as close to when I get the box as possible. You know, we got it just a couple days ago, and then tonight was the opportunity to get this going here. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we got going on. I was just checking an alert on my phone. I'm using my phone actually as a camera tonight. So I'm gonna flip over to the other screen. I'll show you what I'm talking about of what we're doing here. So I'm using my phone that we're going to utilize as the box camera, and I'm using that program Camo that I've talked about in the past to utilize my cell phone as a camera for there, and utilizing my my Logitech camera on the other side of it. So I think we're going to have some pretty good times using multiple cameras with this. All right, so we're going to give this just another moment here, let people work their way in. Hopefully everything is sounding okay. I got the mic set here. No background music or anything tonight. I was having some issues with trying to balance the audio with that. I want to get something on there for the replay. I'll just edit that in for you guys for the replay when I include the gameplay. But I love doing this live so that we can experience what's in these mystery boxes together and have some fun talking about those games, whether or not they were games that we've played before and have good memories of, or if it's something, myself and yourself included, if maybe we never played those games before and they could be a first time experience. So it can be a lot of fun, but I appreciate you guys swinging by for this. Again, going forward, these Video Games Monthly streams are going to be dedicated to our members as an exclusive perk for you guys, and I want to add more and more to the perks as we go and as we grow the community here. And I definitely want to get feedback from all you guys as well to see what kind of things that you guys would love to do as well. Alan Copeland, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. So yeah, we're gonna dive into this box in just a moment. Tonight, after we finish the unboxing, I also want to kind of pick your brains a little bit, kind of get some ideas of some other things we want to do with our Way Back Wednesday streams. And I'm also considering adding another day of the week potentially, but I want to run some things by you guys and see what you'd be interested in the types of games that we dive into that if we add an extra day of the week. So whole bunch of fun stuff to cover tonight, but the main objective tonight. Main objective is getting into here. Guys, how's my mic volume? Is it okay right now? I'm kind of positioned differently, and I hope everything's sounding all right with this. Darth Maximus, good to see you. All right, guys, let's switch over to the box cam, and we're going to start breaking into this box and see what we got going on. Let's do this. All right. Actually, you know what? I want to show you guys something real quick before we go into the box. I mentioned it just before. Volume is good? Awesome. I mentioned it before, we made some changes on the site last time we met. I'm just going to bring it up as a quick reminder of what we did. So last time we met, we decided on going cartridge-based and sticking to retro systems between 8-bit to 64-bit systems. So we went with Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, Atari 2600, and the Sega Master System. Those are the potential game types that we can get in this month's box. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. There we go. I got the chat back up on the screen. I don't want to lose you guys. All right, got my Trust Me Leatherman. Let's bust our way into this box and see what we got going on this month, huh? Whoa, whoa. Gotta get through the bubble wrap. Okay, let's put that away before I hurt myself. Get that back onto my belt. Okay, here we go. Glad that camera's looking good too. Oh, the box is upside down. Okay, let's get rid of the wrapper. Let's get our box here. There we go. VideoGamesMonthly.com. For anyone new to this service, this is a monthly service where a mystery box arrives every month that contains video games that range anywhere from the Atari 2600 all the way to the PS4. I am set up to get up to 4 games each month, but occasionally we get bonuses and we might get more than 4. So it all kind of changes, you know, it's just luck of the draw. We might get some bonuses some months, and sometimes we end up with like 5 or 6 games, which is pretty awesome. But I am signed up to get 4 games every month. Snakey24, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We got the box here, guys. All right, let's find out what's in this. Let's get this position. Let me move my mic with me here so that it's close, so you guys can hear me. I want to position this so that we have the surprise for all of us. So I'm going to move this like this. And I'm going to pop this open and prop the fins and try to make this so that it blocks the way for views from me and the camera, because I want this to be a surprise for all of us. And I think that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it right there. We got it propped up. I just bumped the table that I have my camera on. All right, here we go. Padawannabe says, who likes stuff? I like stuff. Hello, all. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome to the stream, guys, and thank you so much for being here, everybody. Steve is here as well. We got a whole bunch of our members coming in tonight. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Honestly, you guys make this possible, and I can't thank you enough for that. This is awesome that we get to do this. I always have so much fun with this. I'm just going to shift this other camera over just a little bit there. Okay. All right. So let's just dive right in, guys. Let's find out what our first game is. We should be cartridge based on what we chose, but who knows? I don't know what the bonuses might be. So maybe it would go outside of what we chose on the website. Actually, I've never even really thought about that before. So maybe that's something we end up seeing as a new thing. All right, here we go, guys. Game number 1. Well, actually, let's take a look and see if we got the paperwork first. I feel the card. So let me grab the card first. And we do have a 1-up, everybody. We got a 1-up. So this means that we have a bonus game in this box. So there are 5 games inside this box this month, which is awesome. So that right off the bat, we're starting strong, getting a bonus game already, which is awesome. Sticky24 says, I was talking about Soul Reaver all day. If you pull that, I'm going to lose it. Oh my God. Could you imagine? What are the chances of that? That would be hilarious if that happened. All right, let's see. I feel some bubble wrap. Sometimes there's like bonus items and stuff in here. I don't feel anything different as of yet. Oh, wait. No, I do feel something different. Kind of stuck in the bubble wrap. Let me see if I can pull that out. I don't want to look. I want everything to be a surprise. What is this? Is this a slap bracelet? This might be a slap bracelet, guys. I'm just going to pull. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got it. Oh man, guys. Okay, it's a slap bracelet. Let me unwind it. Get that set, guys. It is a Super Mario Maker slap bracelet. These things are cool. I give these to my kids. We've gotten them before. There we go. It goes right on just like that, just like it did back in the day. I love the design on these. These are like the ones they give you as the bonuses in these boxes. These things are like the legit ones. Like these are the good quality slap bracelets. Not the flimsy plastic ones. Like this has like kind of like the, I don't even know what to describe this as, like a canvas almost feel to it. But really cool Super Mario Maker artwork on there. That's a lot of fun. Those are really cool. I love the bonus gifts like that. So that's super cool. I'm gonna put that to the side there because I want to be able to put the games right here. I'm looking to, I want to be able to move this setup a little bit for the sake of these unboxings. Let me adjust this other camera here too while I'm at it, because I want to set up like a table, like a decent table that we can all kind of be at and do this, like, have a little more space, you know what I mean? Like to have this really laid out nice. I want to be able to prop the games up nicely, you know, as we get them all out and everything. So that's what I'm aiming to do. And now being able to do multiple cameras, I think I'm going to have more options for things like that. So I'm working on getting some sort of like a platform or maybe a separate table that's going to be dedicated to doing these unboxings. Maybe put something fun on it, you know, that we could have some really cool stuff on there. I love the Mario emojis in the chat. It's awesome. Okay. Feeling bubble wrap. All right, let's get this first game. I feel a cartridge. This feels like a Sega Genesis. This is either a Genesis or a Master System cartridge based on the indent on the back. I feel like this is a Genesis cart. So let's see what we got for the first game, everybody. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Wheel of Fortune for the Sega Genesis. Yo, I loved playing games like this on the NES. Between Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy on the NES, those were a lot of fun. I never played Wheel of Fortune on the Sega. I bet this was probably on the Super Nintendo as well. I played Wheel of Fortune on the PS4, and now it's downloaded on my PS5. I have a lot of fun with that game because I grew up watching Wheel of Fortune. It was just one of those, I think it was like 7 o'clock at night or something like that. Weeknight, 7 o'clock, I think. Wheel of Fortune would come on, and then you had Jeopardy on there as well. Yeah, we got 8-bit Vanna White. That would be awesome. I remember a bunch of the games, they, especially the new one that's out on the PlayStation currently. It's not Pat Sajak or Vanna White. It's just like these generic characters made for the game, but this is pretty cool. Made by Game Tech. I'm not really familiar with that particular company. Looking at the quality of the cartridge, oh, there is a sticker on the back. So this was previously potentially a rental, or it might have come from like maybe a GameStop or something like that. Again, you know, games coming from Video Games Monthly. Sometimes we've had some brand new games show up, but most of the time it is the used market. These are previously used games, but overall the quality is really well done. There was no title on the end part, but that's just part of the sticker. It's just the design there. So all on the front face, the sticker's in good condition. Overall, the cartridge is in good condition. And, you know, all these games I do give a good cleaning to. I use the 1-Up cards to clean them to make sure everything is good. But Wheel of Fortune, lots of fun on the 16-bit generation right there. So we're starting it off 16-bit, guys, with the Sega Genesis, one of my favorite systems of all time. All right, let's jump back in for more. I feel another cartridge. This feels like a Nintendo cartridge. This is definitely an NES cartridge, guys. So I am excited to see what we get here for the NES. It's if I remember correctly, it's been a while since we've gotten an NES cart with these. So let's find out what we got. The second game of the month. 3, 2, 1. What do we got here? Star Voyager. I remember renting this. This was made by Acclaim. Star Voyager on the NES. I believe this sticker is a pretty good representation of the view that was in the game. I am trying to remember exactly what the gameplay was with this, but I remember renting this game back in the day. Not even from like a Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video. I rented this from a local mom and pop shop that was called Joe's Video Hall. And this was a game I never owned, but rented a few times. Oh, I can't wait to grab gameplay footage of this and put it into the edit. This is one I definitely remember from my childhood. We got the title on the sticker there. The sticker's in really nice condition here, guys. Overall, the cartridge looks great. Let's flip to the back here. Everything is looking good. You know, little scratches on the caution label, but that's okay. No real stains or anything. Oh, actually, no. We had someone's... Okay. Someone's initials used to be on this, it looks like. It was partially wiped off. There might have been a sticker or something like that. There was probably a sticker right here, and that was where the rest of the initials were. This is actually something that I can clean off of there real easily and, you know, just clean up the cartridge overall. Inside, the contacts look freaking great. This looks like a really clean cart right here. So, yeah, Star Voyager for the NES. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait to play that again. I forgot about that game. That's a game I haven't thought about in years. There was another game similar to it that I played on the Sega Genesis. And the title is I'm having an old man moment, guys. I'm having a brain fart. I think it was called Star Command, and you would choose different ship types. I remember one of the ships looking very similar to the Enterprise, and you pick these different ships, and it's kind of like an overhead view. And it's space battles, like you upgrade the ships and you have different weaponry and with everything. It was all strategy. It was a really fun game, but I think this was like more of like a first person cockpit view as a space fighter in the NES. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. Looking forward to playing that. All right, guys, we are 2 games in. Let's find out what we got next here. What do we got here? Well, we're getting a mix here. This feels like N64, guys. I think we got an N64 cart here. I just want to try to make sure I'm holding it right to have the sticker facing forward. I can't tell. Let's pull it out. Here we go. I think this is an N64 cart. 3, 2, 1. I held it backwards. What did we get? Pixar's A Bug's Life for the Nintendo 64. Okay, so this game I actually played on the PS1. I didn't own it for the PS1. It was another rental game. But I remember these Pixar games being pretty fun. I have the Toy Story games. Those were a lot of fun. The ones we play as Buzz Lightyear. And I remember really liking these Pixar video games. They were fun adventures. And A Bug's Life is a 3D game utilizing, the power of 64-bit consoles. Like I said, I played it on the PS1. I'm very curious how this plays on the N64, as the N64 I've been playing quite a bit of recently, and I'm starting to get a really good feel for the actual N64 controller, because that's how I want to play these games. I want to use the N64 controller when I dive into these to get like really the closest to the real experience of the game as I can. So there was definitely a sticker at some point, probably a price tag right there on the front, but the main sticker is in really good condition there. The contacts look pretty good there. I'm going to give those a good cleaning as well. Nothing really on the back that's causing any issues. Overall, a really, really good condition cartridge right here, which is great. This is when you're dealing with getting used games. Sometimes things can be in varying conditions, right? But we know that being in the used game market. But overall, I gotta say, when I get these games from Video Games Monthly, they're in fantastic condition. I can get the rest of that sticker off of there, no problem. So that's definitely a cool one. I know my kids will get a kick out of that one, playing A Bug's Life. My son especially has been playing more N64 as well, especially since they put a bunch of games on the Nintendo Switch that you can play them that way. So that's pretty awesome. All right, we are 3 games in. We should have 2 more games because we have the bonus this month. But guys, let me know in the chat, what do you think so far of the games we got here so far? We got Star Voyager for the NES, we got Wheel of Fortune, and we got A Bug's Life on the N64. I think these are pretty fun titles right there, right off the bat. And then of course we got our slap bracelet from Mario Maker, which is always a fun time playing that. All right, guys, let's go for game number 4. I don't know if there's anything else, any other bonus items in here, but we're going to go for game number 4. I feel another NES cart. Okay, we got another NES cartridge, guys. Here we go. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. What do we got? Solar Jetman. Slap bracelet, huge dub. Yeah, man. What is this? I got to take a closer look at this. Solar Jetman, Hunt for the Golden Warp Ship. Conquer 12 alien worlds. This was made by Trade West. I have never heard of this game. I don't recognize the label. It actually looks more like, that label reminds me more of an Atari game. With the artwork right there, that looks a lot like an Atari game. Trade West, I'm not familiar with them. It says Conquer 12 alien worlds. And then we've got the end label here. Solar Jet, a little bit of damage on there. Nothing too crazy. I can refold that and glue that down. Little bit of wear on the back. You can see a few scratches there, here and there, but still overall a good condition cart, especially being used. I do see little bits of indents in the sticker itself. I'm not sure if that's coming up at all on the camera there. Inside, that'll definitely give a good cleaning to that, as I do with all of these cartridges. But Solar Jetman, I'm really looking forward to popping this in and capturing some gameplay for this, because I've never played this game. I've never heard of it. I really don't know what to expect. It looks like, based on the artwork, maybe we control a little ship like that, and this could be potentially like a side-scrolling shooter. Snakey says, same, never heard of it. Yeah, this is brand new to me, but that's part of the fun of getting these mystery boxes, because there's a good chance you end up getting a game you've never heard of, never played, and could quite possibly be a hidden gem. So that could be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to diving into that. That's going to be pretty cool. I gotta say, it's an interesting lineup that we got here so far. We got one more game in there. And, some of the months I've noticed there was a little bit of a theme to what we get, right? I'd say this is a mix right here. This is quite a mix. So we got a Sega Genesis, we got an NES, we got 2 NES carts, and we got an N64. The question is what's remaining in this box? Is it going to be one of the same? Are we going to stick to the same systems? Or do we jump into either Master System or Atari 2600 or even Super Nintendo? So let's find out, guys. We got one more game. Let's dive in, see what we got. I feel the bubble wrap. I'm just going to pull that out of there and get the bubble wrap out of the way. And I feel, ooh, this is definitely Atari. This is going to be a 2600 cartridge, guys, to close things off tonight with the unboxing. We've got an Atari 2600, the system that started it all for me, everybody. So let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. What? I'm holding it upside down. We got football. I think that might complete my Atari sports collection. I've got tennis, I have hockey, I have baseball, I have soccer, I have boxing. I did not have football. That's awesome. I mean, this is just straight up Atari football. This is the one that started it on that system. And there were other sports games that happened after these that had slightly altered titles. They weren't just called football or baseball or hockey, or there were some additional titles that came out, but these ones were the ones that started it, where it just straight up told you what you were playing. And in this case, it's football. And I got to double check my collection, but I think this actually completes my Atari 2600 original sports games. And if it does, that's all. That might be worth just making a video out of that in itself. So this is awesome. That, I think, guys, I got to tell you, I think this might be my favorite one in the box this month, guys. This is a classic. This is definitely a classic. Ted says, so many hours playing Atari football. That's awesome. That sounds like a PS Platinum trophy. Oh, could you imagine? Yeah, there should be something like that, right? There should be like retro trophies that we can get now. That is awesome. Atari football. Look at this, guys. I don't think there's anything else in that box. Yeah, I don't feel anything else. Okay, so we got 5 games this month because we got the 1-Up card. We got our slap bracelet. We've got an N64 game with A Bug's Life. We've got a Sega Genesis game for Wheel of Fortune. We got Star Voyager on the NES. Solar Jetman, which I've never heard of and really looking forward to trying out. And then to top it all off, Atari football. I'm pretty happy with this, guys. It's a mix. It's definitely a mix. And I like stuff like that. It gives you variety. It gives you different opportunities of things to play. Everything brand new to my collection. These are all games that I have never owned. And that's what I love about stuff like this. I love getting a game back into my collection. That's always a great feeling. But bringing these games into my collection for the very first time is an even better feeling, because I get to go in and experience these for the first time, which is tons of fun. So I love doing this, guys. I absolutely love this. Man, I'm happy with that haul. I'm really happy with the service overall. Video Games Monthly has been something that I was cautious going into it, because the plans are, I think they're reasonable for what it is, but it's also it's up there in price, to be honest. So it is a risk, in all honesty. Like if it's someone doing this for the sake of resale or anything like that, the games themselves, the worth on the market might not add up to what you paid for that box of the month. But in all honesty, the way I look at this, it's mostly about the experience. I'm adding these games to the collection, which is fantastic, but getting the joy of going into a mystery box and being surprised and seeing what you get, I think that's where the real fun comes into play. And that's why I really love Video Games Monthly so much. So that's awesome. I love doing this with you guys. So much fun. I love getting to hang out with our channel members. Guys, thank you so much for being members here and all the support that you give the channel. It really is what allows me to do things like this, and I look forward to sharing these things with you every time they come out. So it's a lot of fun, guys. And yeah, I had fun. I hope you did too. And as always, remember, keep retro gaming alive, because one day your games will be retro too. Whew. I got a lot of stuff back here. Is it too much? How much is too much? Let me know in the comments how much is too much. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Way Back Wednesday.